What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I thought that I'd fill you guys in and just briefly talk about like this whole degree process, like the choices of classes, and just like how I'm managing to make it through this whole college university life. So first, let me start off by saying that thankfully, Friday is the last day for these 3 classes. This is my second semester at Liberty University, and I can honestly say that the first semester was so much easier, except for the fact of taking biology. Or no, it was physics. First of all, physics never offered, they never offered the formulas. And it was basically you having to find the formulas on your own. And it was kind of hard because it's just I don't do this on the normal. I had my first education course back in spring when I first started at Liberty. And then I'm now going into my second education course with Liberty. The biggest update that I can share and have, with anyone is obviously I'm basically 75% done with the courses that are math, history, science, social studies type of stuff. I think I have two or three math classes left, and then I have, what else was it? And then it's 1 or 2 others, and then the rest are my main educational core classes. So as of Friday, I get a break for a week and 2 days, week and 3 days if you want to call it that. And it's well needed. I have literally struggled to manage through this English 201 class that I have been taking since January. I can honestly say that writing papers is not my forte. It's just not me. It's not in there. But overall, out of these 3 essays that I've had to write over, since January, within these 8 weeks, it's helped me to actually learn, I can push myself to do it. I gotta do it. I have to do it. I have to do it. And I can do it. And I will do it. I feel like the best strategies for me, I pick all the classes that are mainly easy first, and then the ones that start to get harder towards the middle. So right now is where all of my harder classes start to begin, and it's just frustrating. This was my first time taking 3 classes at one time at Liberty, and so it got frustrating to keep up with a Bible class, a history class, and an English class. It's you have work coming from all 3 directions. You got Old Testament, New Testament Bible study assignment. You got discussion boards for all 3. You have essays for English. You have a research paper for history, and then you have, tests and quizzes through all 3. And then, of course, with history, they tend to use Cengage learning, and of course that's where your book is online, and then you have your little mind tap quizzes that are worth 10 points. So it's a lot to keep up with. I am the type of person that waits until the last minute to do work because that's just how I am, and that's just me. So ultimately, honestly, I have 16 classes left. That's it. Amen. My journey's almost done. The one thing I can say is that, I look over everything in the beginning of the week, and then I might, put everything to the side, and do it towards the end, and I'm a real big procrastinator, and that's just always been me. But in the end, it always gets done. So thankfully, I know in my mind right now that I passed my Bible class. you know, when I'm taking a class, I'm not worried about like the grade for each paper or each assignment. You know, I'm not worried about like whether it's an A, whether it's a B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P. I'm more worried about like the points adding up to the point where I make my cutoff. You know, no, not everybody's going to be smart. Nobody is going to be, you know, very intelligent enough, you know, and I'm not saying like by any means I'm dumb or I don't know anything, because trust and believe I know a lot. I've been doing this since 2013. So, I just feel like sometimes things are a little bit harder to understand. And then, of course, when you don't have the confidence to write an essay or to put forth effort into an assignment, it makes it seem like you don't know what you're doing. It makes it seem like you're never going to get it accomplished. Like I said, you got to put your foot forward and say, hey, I'm doing this. I did this, and be done. So, you know, at the end of the day, as long as I pass with a C and higher, I'm fine. Overall, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't care about like the GPA. At the end of the day, like I'm going to school to take these classes to pass them with a C or higher, and I am doing my hardest and my darnest. I don't want to say the other word, to make sure that, you know, the information, the assignments are completed, they're done, that I put forth my best effort, and, you know, that I'm doing what I got to do. So, luckily this summer, because I'm a school teacher, I have the summer off. But I can't remember what exact day. I think we're done in June, maybe the first week on that Friday. But this summer, for classes, I decided to take 6 classes to get them all out of the way with in the first term. So from May until July, or yeah, May until like the first or second week of July. So that way I can have the second 8 weeks to myself. Like literally, I am always doing schoolwork. I'm always doing work as far as for, you know, where I work at for the school. And then I'm always, you know, chasing behind my 2 kids. I'm always chasing behind my 3rd kid, which is my dog. And then, you know, I'm not really into my crafts anymore. And, you know, I got to start really getting back into what I like to do other than schoolwork and other than trying to push myself to get that degree, in order to make myself happy. So, and of course, I'm also, you know, just in the process of trying to move into my own home. And so that's, you know, other things that are weighing down on me. So I'm pushing myself because I know that I can do it. I know that I can. I know that I will do it. And I know that I have to do it. And, you know, these are things that I tell myself all the time. I have to, I can, and I will. Otherwise, you don't have faith in yourself. So luckily, I'm literally down to the wire where Friday is my last day. I probably have left like a total of, I think it's like a total of like 3 little mind tap quizzes that are worth 10 points, 2 discussion boards, and then to do some revisions for the wiki assignment for my history class. So thankfully I get a week's break. I can watch Netflix, I can craft, I can clean my house, I can do whatever I want to do. So I think that, you know, anyone who's looking forward to wanting to be a teacher in a school setting, reach out. I love to talk to other people about teaching, working in the school system. It was something that I always wanted to do, but unfortunately I just didn't get to do it until 2019. So I've only been in the school system for 2 years, coming up this year, and I think it's amazing. It's much better than working at a preschool. I feel like working at the preschool, it was nothing but drama. It was pure bull. You know, there were times where like, oh, you gotta have someone to cover you. I had appointments. I had things to do. I had a son who has ADHD and I had to leave and go get him. So, luckily in the school system, everybody works as a team. Nobody works against each other. Um, so that's the one thing I can say definitely about the difference between a preschool and a regular school system setting. There were things that were being allowed, such as like the kids to come in and eat. And here it is, it's like curriculum time. So just to please the parents, instead of making them eat before they came, unfortunately, curriculum time at a public school system, they're not going to really allow your kid to really do that. You can do that on your own time. And, the good thing about it is, like, if you have kids and they're in elementary school too, you guys all follow the same school, the same schedule. And that's just a great thing. So, like I said, if you ever want to, reach out and have a conversation about teaching, you ever want to have a conversation about how to get into the school systems, if you ever need help with any education work, please feel free to comment down below and we can go from there, because I'm down to help the next person move on up in the world and better themselves.